The man to watch. 4 goals last time out. Can he light up the stage again? Don't go anywhere. This is EA TV. And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray. With me in the commentary position is the Arsenal legend Lee Dixon. And you can really sense the anticipation in the crowd ahead of kickoff with their respective league seasons about to get underway. It's Club Tijuana, and they take on UNAM.
Well, thank you, Derek. Brilliant atmosphere here today. All that hard slog in pre-season, all aimed for this game. First game of the season, all that preparation is for this. It's for this 90 minutes. Focus on it, get the 3 points, move on to the next one. Looking forward to it.
Well, here is the lineup for the hosts today. Looks as though they're going with the belt and braces approach.
Yeah, 5-3-2 or 3-5-2. The midfield will be flooded when they've got the ball. Defensively, those fullbacks will be asked to supply support to their 3 centre-backs, but it does enable you to play 2 strikers up front.
Let's have a look at the initial 11 for the visitors. It looks like a conventional 4-4-2.
A preferred formation by Arsene Wenger when he arrived at Arsenal. 2 main strikers, 4 across the midfield. Really important for the fullbacks to link up with the wide midfielders in this system.
And the game begins. Ruiz. And given away. Vigon. Alvarez. Juan Iturbe. Vasquez. And dispossessed. Options in the middle. Oh, big opportunity! An opportunity in the air, but he's made a bit of a mess of that one.
Oh, it's really a shocking effort. I could do better than that, and I can't head the ball.
Jaime Gomez. Well, for Club Tijuana, a very good victory in the last game against America. How might this one go, Lee?
Well, that win was a goal fest. Goals all over the place. Could be a different proposition today, though. A lot tougher. I'm going for a draw.
Well, couldn't quite find his teammate. Alan Mosso. Top-class defending. Well, you never quite know who's going to emerge. Now the task is to remain focused. Can he find the net? And a goal! They start as they mean to continue. They make the opening statement.
Well, here we can take another look at it. You've got to ask questions about the keeper's positioning. That's half of his job. You can put the best keeper in the world the wrong side of the goal and he won't save anything.
One 1-0 then. David Barbona. And in with a real chance. Well, flinging himself at the ball. And he's fired over the corner. And he couldn't pick out a teammate inside the box. A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. Mosso. Gutierrez. Alvarez. Might be able to produce from this position. Crossing opportunity. Unable to make the mark with that cross. And the goalkeeper, Lee, a picture of concentration.
Well, he had his eye on the ball, he waited for the striker, and then he smothered it. It's really, really good goalkeeping.
I'm sure, you know, he wishes he could have that header back.
Well, in that position, you should think he's going to score, but it's really a poor effort with his head.
David Barbona. Castillo. Opportunity here. Keeper getting the touch. Much more straightforward for the keeper this time, but previously he had work to do.
Well, double bubble. He gets the ball in the end, but the first save he makes, absolutely brilliant.
Alan Mosso. Gutierrez. Alvarez. And they continue to advance, and a lot of options here. Well, they keep working away, looking for passing lanes. Unable to keep the ball. Intense pressure. Well, they did have possession of the ball, but all that good work now counts for nothing. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Well, the chance looked to be on, but found himself offside. Luis Quintana. Moving into the advanced position. A really sumptuous ball. And it's a goal. Level again. What a match this is turning out to be.
Well, here's the replay. It's lovely interplay between the two of them. And then through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish. Well, a penny for his thoughts right now, Derek. Plan B, I think, is needed.
Well, the earlier goal cancelled out. One apiece. Tercero. It's with Pavés. Castillo. Oh, he's really opened them up here. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. Gutierrez. He read the situation defensively and did his job. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Goodness me, what was going through his mind there?
Well, his brain said one thing and his feet did another.
Nicolas Freire. Well, the ball lost here. There's a slide rule pass. The pressure was on the keeper following the threaded pass. Nicolas Freire. Alvarez. Good work to regain possession. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Juan Pablo Vigón. Dineno. Vasquez. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Not the best challenge, free kick. He's been admonished by the referee. He's now got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the referee's thinking.
Well, straight at the goalkeeper then. Oh, big chance. Can he convert? Well, it was never going to worry the keeper.
Well, no wonder he's looking a little bit sheepishly at his teammates. Head in a hand sort of moment. Well, that was the chance to take the lead, and the manager's frustration is there for all to see.
Esteban Paves. I must say, this looks promising. Can he put them ahead? Keeper getting the touch. Well, they survived the attack. Iturbe. Straight offside, but only just. Castillo. Martinez. Well, taken away. He won the ball. Looking confident with the ball at his feet. Must take the lead here. And they have. You've got to say, it has been coming.
Well, here's the replay. You've got to ask questions about the back line and the goalkeeper. They're simply not there.
Well, the goal again, albeit from a different angle. Well, 2-1 it is here. Luis Quintana. Dineno. Using his physical strength to make sure he doesn't lose the ball. And he read it well, intercepting it. Well, the counter chance looks very real. End product or not. Takes the shot. And a goal! Cause for celebrations again. 2 in front.
Obviously, it's a tap-in, Derek, but it's the patience in the box I like. A predator's instinct, just waiting for the ball to come to him.
Slightly different vantage point in terms of the goal that was scored.
Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It can be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is.
The hosts have really controlled possession, really starting to dictate the tempo of this game now. And they're creating chances as well. I'm not sure their opponents seem to have the answer, to be honest. They can't seem to get a foothold in this game.
Spraying passes around, almost waiting for the opposition to make a mistake. David Barbona. Marcel Ruiz. Tercero. And there to intervene. Alvarez. Juan Dineno. Can they trouble the opposition this time? Well, that is how to nullify the opposition. Played into the centre. Well, the referee has instructed the fourth official to put 2 minutes on the board. He's given us away. Mosso. Juan Pablo Vigon. And attempting the through ball. The end product just wasn't there. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Well, we're highlighting him for a reason. He's bossing the game and giving the defenders headaches, Lee.
Well, Derek, with some players...
The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Dineno. Read it magnificently and intercepted. This looks threatening. Making excellent progress with the ball at his feet. Dineno. And giving it away. Juan Dineno. Juan Pablo Vigon. Juan Iturbe. Alvarez. Moving the ball effectively. What can he do from here? Fractionally offside. Tercero. Well, transfer speculation is all part of football, and there's been quite a lot of speculation on this front, but the deal has now been confirmed, Lee.
A reported fee of around £80 million. Huge amount of money.
Can he finish this? Oh, my goodness! He's caught that so well! A goal of the highest class. Fantastic technique.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really dangerous ball into the penalty area. And then just look at the finish. Reads the flight perfectly and absolutely smashes it beyond the keeper. There's just no stopping that.
Well, they are committed to making the substitution here. Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. Luis Quintana. Alan Mosso. And a throw-in it's going to be. Esteban Paves. Opportunity. And the challenge, crisp and clean. Well, that's a well-timed pass. Alas, he's made his move too early. Offside. Mosso. Juan Pablo Vigon. Difficult to stop him. And he's made headway. Clean through he was then, but he's fluffed his lines, Lee.
Well, he just put his head down, Derek, and hit it. He's got to do better than that.
Eduardo Tercero. Oh, lovely incisive pass. And failed to keep himself onside, unfortunately. And we're inside the final 30 minutes. And it wasn't a great pass, was it? Oh, he's given us away. Gonzalo Jara. Excellent vision. Just unable to take advantage of that developing situation. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Well, they've been getting the substitute ready, and now they will make the personnel change. Extremely sloppy in possession. Morales. Couldn't keep it. Through ball, just overdone. Juan Pablo Vigon. Well, the attack looks promising. Robbed them. Promising looking ball. Running with the ball confidently. A wonderful intervention. And a throw-in forthcoming. And the cross is very much on. I must say he's let himself down with really flabby finishing there.
Yeah, he wasted opportunity from the short distance. You see the manager's frustration on the touchline.
Tercero. Ruiz. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. And they are on the move again. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Now can they counter clinically? A glorious chance. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Gutierrez. Luis Quintana. Morales. And dispossessed. Vasquez. It is to be a throw-in. Marcel Ruiz. They'll be a bit annoyed to have lost the ball. Mosso. Far from a good pass. Ruiz. And attempting the through ball. And a goal! He's put it away. A celebratory moment.
Well, here's the replay, and it's a lovely through ball to set up the chance. And then through on goal. Do you go for placement or do you go for power? Well, he certainly wasn't messing around, was he? Absolutely smashes it past the keeper. It's a really lovely finish.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Gonzalo Jara. It has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in. On and on he goes. Vigon. Couldn't hang on to the ball. Eduardo Tercero. It's with Paves. Well, it's a great advantage to any side when you're as comfortable on the ball as they are. Poor pass. And an astute piece of defending. Gonzalo Jara. Splendid tackle and a throw-in coming up. Here it is now, a substitution. Vasquez. Getting in there to take it away. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Luis Quintana. Throw-ins given. Well, not the greatest pass. Easily intercepted. I must say, this looks promising. Really good challenge. Breaking at pace. All hands on deck. Opportunity. Well, it was a fantastic counter-attack, but a damp squib of a finish.
Well, yeah, they sucked the opposition onto him, then hit him with speed. All was good until the final effort.
Freire. Juan Pablo Vigon. Lopez. Morales. The referee's verdict is 3 additional minutes. Possession given away, unfortunately. Iturbe. Alan Mosso. Lopez. Morales. Chance to play it in. And he read it superbly. It might be on for them. Well shown inside. Read it well. And there it is, the final whistle. And the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces, Lee.
Well, it takes 4 to 5 games to really get your match fitness at the start of any campaign. Just hope that you can hit the ground running and pick some points up before that. And they've done that today. Well done indeed.
Well, as we run the rule over this man's work, positive after positive, Lee.
Well, that was a really, really good performance from the lad, and a goal to boot. Really delighted with that goal, I'm sure.
Now the task is to remain focused.
Gracias por esta entrevista y por tomarse el tiempo. Una vez más, gracias por su tiempo.
Good evening on what is, I regret to have to report, a pretty unpleasant night. The rain has been lashing down here. I'm Derek Ray, joined by Lee Dixon in the commentary position. And we're ready to bring you live action from Liga MX. It's Santos Laguna, and they take on Club Tijuana.
I'm excited, Derek. Really looking forward to this game. Come on, bring it on.
The lineup then for the hosts. Pretty well balanced, this formation, Lee.
Yeah, it can be a 4-2-3-1 in the offensive mode, but it can also go back to a 4-5-1 when you're defending. The lone striker will be supported by the three just behind him, especially the number 10 who will be given a free role.
This is how the visitors will set up today. The wing-backs are going to be crucial in this setup. You've played in that position, Lee.
Yeah, I didn't really like it, and we always thought when we were playing against five at the back with the wing-backs exposed like this in this formation, that a 4-4-2 can really create a 2v1 down the side, so keep your eye out for that. And the three narrow midfield players supply the support for the two forwards up front.
And they kick off here. He's given us away. Not the pass he had in mind. Ulises Rivas. Diego Valdez. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Good pressure to win the ball back high up the pitch. And a chance for them to nudge in front. And the ruling is offside here. Eduardo Tercero. Ruiz. A move of promise on the flank. Everton Preciado. And they need to get tighter here. A really committed challenge, and it's gone out for a throw-in. Space and time for the cross. Attending to his defensive chores. Hugo Rodriguez. Ulises Rivas. Promising sequence. A chopping challenge, and the referee has got to have a big think about it. We've barely got started and already a yellow card. Now, will that be potentially problematic for player and official?
Well, it will be, because the player's on the tightrope now. He's now thinking about everything that goes in front of him.
And he whips it in. Taking care of business defensively here. Preciado. Well, possibilities inside the box. And in with a real chance. Could be. And danger still. Into the goalkeeper's grateful grasp at the second time of asking, but first time around, it was a good deal more complicated.
Oh, it's a fabulous save initially. He gets the ball in the end with great relief.
It's there for him. He can't hold on to it. And he's taken it away.
Well, goalkeepers can be a weird breed at times, but he stopped his team conceding early there.
Oh, he's through here. the celebrations.
Well, here's the replay. It's a really dangerous ball into the penalty area, and then he does well to read the flight of the ball, doesn't he? Just cushions it beyond the keeper in the end, and that seems to catch him off guard. Nice finish.
One 0 then. Good idea, that particular move, but not to be. An inability to keep hold of the ball there. He's in behind. Real chance. It could be up for grabs. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Marcel Ruiz. Oh, maybe the equaliser. And finishing there with more of a whimper than a bang.
Derek, that reminded me of you, finishing like that. It's just terrible.
I wouldn't have done that well. Not a poor ball, giving possession back to the opposition. Castillo. Credit to them for winning back possession. Ayrton Preciado. It looks promising. What can he do from here? Is this the moment? And you've got to say, he's made a right mess of that.
He's tried to place it, Derek, but he couldn't place it farther from the goal if he tried.
An attack full of promise. And plenty of scope to be creative in that wide position. In with a chance. Take it away. Rivera. Gonzalo Jara. Eduardo Tercero. Jaime Gomez. Once again, couldn't keep hold of it. Not a great pass. And a chance for him on the flank. The high press was very much on. After the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. And the save made following the free kick, and he was able to hang on to the ball. And they do like to press whenever they can. Goriaran. Able to skip past his man. Defended well. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Now potential danger. And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolding.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They were so quick to get out from the back, but then there's still plenty to do from here. Under all sorts of pressure from the defender, he just about keeps him at bay and finishes with aplomb. Great goal.
Even Steven, one apiece on this match. Ulises Rivas. Perfectly positioned to take it away. And really pressing their opponents. Well, far from the ideal pass. Well, is it going to end up being productive for them? Goriaran. Too much pace on that particular pass. Lost possession. Poor attempt at a pass, really. Jesus Ishihara. Still on level terms, moving the ball nicely. No real threat, you've got to say. Diego Valdez. He's got the right idea with that pass. Is it going to be? And the keeper there to make sure nothing untoward happened. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Esteban Paves giving the ball away.
Well, Derek, both teams have had equal amounts of the ball. Both possession stats should be the same. The defences have both been really stretched.
Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. All in all, a broken counter-attack. Andrade. They couldn't maintain possession. Good bit of pressing. Well, this could pose problems for the defenders. And nothing positive comes of it, unfortunately.
Well, the fans haven't had much to cheer about, have they? But a goal here would be huge.
Played into the centre of the box. Well, not really a shooting moment he's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
Gomez. It's with Paves. Castillo. Well, they've given him too much space. Must be! Well, it was never going to worry the keeper.
Well, no wonder he's looking a little bit sheepishly at his teammates. Head in a hand sort of moment.
Well, in terms of added time, a minimum of 1 minute. Ishihara. Chance to cross. And they've won possession again. And so it is, the first half story has been written. I think most fans would be pretty happy with this man's display so far.
Well, he's been involved in most of the positive things in that first half, and obviously getting that goal has given his team a huge boost for this second half.
And they kick off here. promising sequence. We've barely got started and already a yellow card. Now, will that be potentially... Oh, he's through here. And it goes! An early opening statement in this match. And look at the celebrations. Is this the moment? And you've got to say, he's made a right mess of that.
He's tried to place it, Derek, but he couldn't place it farther from the goal if he tried.
Not much defensive cover there on the flank. And he's done it! Parity again! A magnificent game unfolding. Well, not really a shooting moment he's going to be especially proud of, Lee.
Well, he did have other options, but he thought, you know what, I'm just going to have a go.
Well, they've given him too much space. Must be! Well, it was never going to worry the keeper.
Well, no wonder he's looking a little bit sheepishly at his teammates, head in a hand.
The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. Losing possession. Esteban Paves. Gomez. Giving the ball to the opposition that time. Doria. Effective looking pass. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. This could be dangerous if he's not careful. Potential danger here. And there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Oh, a smart stop. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. And now the delivery. Just couldn't capitalise there. Can they forge ahead? No! Chance missed!
Well, it's a big opportunity squandered there. They'll be disappointed with that. Well, everybody's disappointed, none more so than the manager. Just look at him.
Well, we've been wondering for a while now, would it happen for Manchester United? Now it has happened on the transfer front, Lee.
Well, it's a reported fee of around £45 million, Derek. He's definitely worth that sort of money in my book. Good, solid pro, technically really gifted too.
Ishihara. And teammates to play it to. But nicely executed defensively. Gomez. Chance to attack using wit. Can he give them the lead? And able to close down the shot. Short corner favoured. Can he convert? Good defending to prevent the chance. Good pressure. Can they make something of this? Well, no accuracy at all in terms of the shot unleashed.
Well, it's the care and attention, all that work to get in the position and then way, way wide.
And a throw-in it's going to be. Ruiz. Rivera. It's with Pavez. And he read it superbly. Useful looking position, you've got to say. And the ruling is offside here. Gomez. Marcel Ruiz. Fidel Martinez. And possession given away. And 30 minutes left for play in this match. And that is offside. Gomez. Ruiz. Looking for that final pass. Looking for the goal that would put them ahead. Dangerous looking attack. As clean as a whistle, that challenge. Well, just couldn't keep the ball. Martinez! In it goes! He's made it a brace for himself. No stopping him, apparently.
Well, here we see it again, Derek. He's just unaware there's people around him, and he loses it too easily. Then it's catch-up, and they can't recover. Terrible goal to concede.
Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. In position here to protect the ball. Far from a good pass. Martinez. What can he do from here? Real chance. Able to get his body in the way. Corriaran. Diego Valdez. Superb defensive judgment to end the attack. And breaking at pace with menace. The keeper diving magnificently to make sure he got there. Over it comes. That's all they can conjure for now. How simple for the keeper. Take it away. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. He's got the right idea with that pass. The end product just wasn't there. It might be perfectly set up for the counter-attack, you know. Aguirre. Just cutting off the supply. Rivera. And he read it well defensively. Great pressure to win the ball back. When you're on a yellow card, you've really got to tread oh so carefully. Well, you've got to tread with care when you've already been booked. But no second yellow, simply a free kick, Lee.
Well, smile at the referee and walk away quickly.
And you need your defender to take charge. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. And he's made headway. It could be up for grabs. And there is the goal to make it a hat-trick. Excellence in finishing, there for all to see.
Well, let's see that again. It's a decent save from the keeper, but it bounces back into play. Where were his defenders? The striker's there, pushes it into the net. Well, enjoy the good days as a coach. It can be a roller coaster ride, I can tell you that.
So there it is, 3-1 the current scoreline here. Andrade. Perfectly positioned to take it away. Oh, that's a pass of high quality. He's got to score! He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay.
And giving it away. Now potential danger. And he might be in here. And now it is there for him. And a goal to settle the issue once and for all.
Well, in this replay, you're going to see a 2v1 against the keeper. How does that happen? He'll be asking his defence why he was left exposed. Nothing he could do.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. Doria. And snuffing out the danger. And fed forwards. Well, he strayed offside just as it looked promising. Good pressure high up the pitch. Not a particularly strong challenge. In position. He continues his run. And a no-nonsense clearance. Well, no luck keeping possession. Oh, big opportunity. Good defending to prevent the chance. Corner kick played in. Well, he'll be a bit deflated following that effort, but he was being tightly marked. And he read it superbly. Aguirre. Juan Ferney Otero. Rivera. Really closing him down. Nicely timed tackle. Goriaran. Juan Ferney Otero. Otero. Will he play it in? Otero in possession. And a crucial intervention inside the box. Esteban Paves. And space here on the flank. Now he must favour the cross. It comes to absolutely nothing. And firing it into the area. Well, a header that was frankly miles off target.
Well, technically, that was awful.
Diego Valdez. And there it is, the full-time whistle here, and it's a victory for the visitors. The journey home is going to be a pleasant one, Lee. Not much defensive cover there on the flank.
Le agradezco por esta oportunidad, por hacerse el tiempo. Nuevamente, muchas gracias.
Our cameras on one man. Following a hat-trick, does he have another big performance in him this time? Stay with us on EA TV. And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. Derek Ray here in the commentary position, and I'm joined as always by Lee Dixon. And live action from Liga MX is coming right up. This ought to be a terrific spectacle, Lee.
Yeah, thank you, Derek. Lovely to be here. I can't wait for this one. A nice quick tempo from both sides will be ideal for me. Let's hope we get that. Should be a great game.
This is how it looks for the home side. Looks as though they're going with the belt and braces approach.
Yeah, 5-3-2 or 3-5-2. The midfield will be flooded when they've got the ball. Defensively, those fullbacks will be asked to supply support to their three centre-backs, but it does enable you to play two strikers up front.
This is how the visitors will set up today. We're thinking 4-3-3.
Yeah, one central striker, Derek. The width comes from the wingers who will stay high and wide. A very narrow midfield and a conventional back four.
And the game begins. And a throw-in forthcoming. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. And space to attack. Castillo. Barbona with it. Having won the ball back, they might be able to profit. Showing good defensive judgment. Marcel Ruiz. Lost possession. Oh, lovely ball. And he might be in here. High degree of difficulty to hit it on the volley like that, and it was close.
Well, it's all about timing. You've got to wait for the ball to come down, and he's very, very unlucky.
Rivera. It's with Pavez. Well, you certainly can't underplay how proficient our hosts are in front of goal. Just look at the record, best in the league, Lee.
Well, Derek, they literally score for fun, this lot. Clinical. But it's all about the service for me. And they're top draw when it comes to the supply line.
Marcel Ruiz. Here's Castillo. Couldn't keep it. Dangerous looking attack. Splendid defending, and it needed to be. It might be on for them. Must be! It looked as though he almost forced the shot that time.
Well, it's okay shooting from there, but you have to test the keeper.
Just tell us, Lee, what you think the plan should be from the point of view of the visitors.
Well, I think the visitors will get everybody behind the ball and try and spring attacks from that position. And if you've got the right type of players to soak up that pressure, then why not adopt that tactic? Makes complete sense to me.
Ibanez. Gino. And snuffing out the danger. Well, he might be onto something. That is top-notch goalkeeping. He had to reach in with his hand.
Yeah, it's all about reading the pace of the ball and the player's feet. When do I go down? When do I strip the ball? Did a brilliant job then.
Battaglini. Well, he made that interception look routine. In truth, it wasn't. And the referee takes exception to the challenge. Free kick. Rivera. And there to intervene. Plenty of options. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Chance to take the lead. And that is defending of the highest order. It's a good-looking ball in behind. And now can he keep calm? And begging to be put away. And there it is, 1-0. Their efforts have been rewarded. And look at the celebrations.
Well, let's see the replay and look at the pace at which the counter-attack happens. And that eventually leads to what amounts to a simple task of rounding the goalkeeper. 2v1. There's only one winner.
One 1-0 then. Gallegos. Not much defensive cover there on the flank. Oh, in with a chance. An opportunity to increase their advantage, squanderedly.
Well, yeah, he's missed it, and he's missed it really badly. Look at his teammates, they're not very happy with him.
Alvarado. Gallegos. Showing patience, looking for the equaliser. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Can he finish this? He had just the goalkeeper to beat. He's got it completely wrongly.
Well, he won't be watching that when he gets home tonight on a replay.
Gallegos. So a throw in here. Rivera. Jaime Gomez. Showing good defensive judgment. Beautifully disguised ball. Keeper did his job to begin with. Good pressure high up the pitch. Duque. Gallegos. Ibanez. Can he take advantage? It's still alive. And they will be awarded a free kick for that. And that was a very fine read. Dangerous looking attack. It looked as though he almost forced the shot that time.
Well, it's okay shooting from there, but you have to test the keeper.
Chavez. Gino. Extremely sloppy in possession. And he read it well defensively. In with a chance. That's a routine take. Gallegos. Well, he's given us away. Eduardo Tercero. Jaime Gomez. Ruiz. Martinez. And attempting the through ball. And he's found a bit of daylight. And now it is there for him. A goal! That's 2 for him today. They simply can't stop him. No wonder he's celebrating.
Well, as we look at this again, the keeper's every right to ask where his back line was, but 2v1 in the end. He's thinking now, is he going to pass or go round me? He's got no chance. Well, his players have followed his every command and some. The coach must be delighted.
Well, a second goal for them here. Gallegos. John Duque. Good technique displayed. Well, terrific defending to stop them progressing.
The hosts have really controlled possession. If you have that much of the ball, you can put pressure on the opposition defence. And they look like they're creaking. That's why they're winning comfortably.
Perfect tackle. Berterame. Gino.
Well, the ref will hear the crowd all right. We can hear him from here. He's taking some stick.
Oh, he's given the ball away unnecessarily. Rivera. Tercero. Almost weighing up the opposition with a string of neat passes. And that pass could be troublesome. And the alarm bells are ringing. Well, on the scent of a hat-trick, but not to be.
Well, how many times in a game do you get a chance to get 3 goals? Not very often. He'll be kicking himself there.
Now the attack fizzled out. Esteban Pavés. Now with Rivera. Well, taking into account all the stoppages, 2 minutes to be added on. Rivera. Tercero. It's with Pavés. Jaime Gomez, electing to cross into the centre. A very effective clearance. And half-time it is, an acceptable scoreline from the point of view of the home side. They're on top, Lee.
Well, Derek, this goal-scoring machine continues to impress yet again. It's the sheer amount of chances they create for their flair players that makes them the top goal-getters. Terrific stuff.
Plenty to consider based on what we've seen so far as the second half begins. Untidy on the ball. And that's going to be the goalkeeper's ball. Throw-ins given. Jaime Gomez. Barbona with it. And he read it well. And cleared behind for what is going to be a corner kick. Well, he hasn't quite had the impact and attack that we were expecting, Lee.
Well, he's strange today, Derek. He's normally the king of shifting defenders out of position, but not today. He's been too static, too predictable. His runs have been terrible. No wonder they're losing.
And he's fired over the corner. It wasn't an especially high-quality header, was it?
Well, that was like one of mine, or more to the point, like one of yours, Derek.
You're spot on with that assessment, Lee. Well, how about this for a big transfer story? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has completed his move to Bayern, Lee.
Well, it's a reported fee of around £45 million, Derek. He's definitely worth that sort of money in my book. Good, solid pro, technically really gifted too.
Not a great pass. Ruiz. David Barbona. Extremely sloppy in possession. Could be a chance to break here. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. And he read it well defensively. Promising looking attack. A chance to whip it in. Can he take advantage? An opportunity with the header, but not troubling the goalkeeper at all, Lee.
Well, I'll say one thing. Technique, and he didn't have any.
Gallegos. Ibanez. Well, that's how to beat your opponent. Oh, lovely ball. Esteban Paves. And now, passing it through. Can he take the chance? Well, as he hit that one, it looked as though it had a chance. Battaglini. Possession lost, intercepted. Now they've lost it. Made it a bit too easy for his opponent. The story so far is one of failure in possession. Will he find the net? And he couldn't take advantage of that opportunity from close range, Lee.
How close does he want to be to score? He's gone for power and fluffed his lines.
Beautiful pass. The cross is on. Could pull one back here. And that's an excellent piece of defending to thwart him. Tercero. Well, there might well be scope for them to counter-attack here. Will they profit from this situation? And in with a real chance. And a goal to increase their advantage to 3. Can they be stopped?
Well, here's the replay, and as we can see, the defence can't cope with the through ball. And because he's on his own, he collects himself, and he finishes it perfectly past the keeper. Well, no wonder he's delighted. They've been bossing this game up to now.
Well, it's been such a one-sided game. You just wonder how many more they could add. Duque. Gonzalez. Read it superbly to take back possession. Poor pass. And a goal kick given. Well, it's come down to the final 20 minutes here. Well, that's a super ball over the top. Alas, a wild, wild attempt.
Well, after that effort, I'm not sure whether he's right or left-footed.
Eduardo Tercero. It's with Pavez. And possession given away. Have they given him too much space? Oh, he's given the ball away. And room now out on the flank. Oh, big opportunity. In it goes! Such a complete performance. 4 in front now.
Well, here it is, a striker's bread and butter, simple finish, but it's the positioning that gets him the goal.
Well, let's have another view of that goal.
Well, there's nothing better for a manager when a plan comes together. Total satisfaction.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And it's a matter of what occurs in the final 15 minutes. Tercero. Ruiz. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Battaglini. A really sumptuous ball. And there it is, a goal. But will it be purely a consolation at this stage of the proceedings? They haven't been at their best.
Well, here it is again, and I wonder how he waltzes past the defender so easily, and he takes full advantage of the time he's given. It's an accomplished finish too.
Well, not too much defending going on in the grand scheme of things. 4-1. Gomez. Barbona with it. Rivera. Eduardo Tercero. Well, it must be mighty annoying when you can't get near the ball. And unable to keep possession. David Barbona. It's with Pavez. Running with the ball confidently. Magnificent challenge to win it back. Javier Güemes. Ibanez. It looks promising. Well, that's how to do it inside your own penalty area. And that's an important intervention. Made it a bit too easy for his opponent. Opportunity here. Well, they pulled one back, but perhaps a bit too late in this contest. They haven't been at the races this evening.
Well, here's the replay. That pull-back cross is so hard to defend against. But then there's plenty to do from there. He's hit it so well. Lots of pace, lots of power. And the keeper just can't react in time. Great strike.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. David Barbona. He's showing a real will to win the ball. Well, they're on the scent of something positive and dispossessed. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. Chavez. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Strong play here. And taking it away. He's protecting it effectively. And that pass could be troublesome.
In it goes! It looked as though they were down and out. Not a bit of it. What will happen next? Well, here's the goal again, and it's a great ball to put him through. And because he's on his own, he collects himself, and he finishes it perfectly past the keeper.
Well, how about this? 4-3. Esteban Paves. And there it is, the final whistle, and the fans will be leaving the stadium with smiles on their faces, Lee.
Well, split by that one goal. That's how close the game was. Neither team deserved to lose, really.
It's a good-looking ball in behind.
Gracias por estar con nosotros y por su tiempo prestado. Una vez más, gracias por su tiempo.